focused on her. Girl, you should know her name. Up late, grinding hard, she's a star. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. Don't just post his name. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. Don't just post she's telling you will heal my body, only soothe my body. All in the soap, all in the soap. Give me one of it's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams.
Abundant risings, everybody. Rich risings, abundant risings, queen risings. All right, let's get straight into it here. First of all, I want to say give thanks to Brother King Simon, one of ones. Okay, go and check out his books. I don't know if he has a sale going on right now, but go check out his website. Go check out his information. And if you buy anything from him, say Paris put you on. All right. Paris sent you there. All right. He's a great numerovation. And when we mean numerovation, we mean he deals with numbers, but he also helps with motivation, right? One of the words that he came up with, and he gave it to the universe. I feel like that was very Aquarius-like. And here is the masterclass that we're going to be having January 18th, 2025. Me and my sister 𝖎𝖓𝖋 will be breaking down the tarot, the major arcanas in this class. And trust me, this is something here that you do not want to miss. So go and get your tickets, which will be on my website. Talking about my website, here is the QR code. You could just snap a picture over there. And it goes straight to my website. I have natural skin products. I mean, right now everything is sold out, but I actually had to wait for the oils to kind of like be balanced out. So now today and tomorrow I will be making soap. So stay tuned to the re-up of the vegan soap here. And here is my Patreon. A lot of people are signing up. They're already seeing a difference when they sign up, like 2-3 days in, they're already like unlocking codes within themselves. So come check out the team. Here is my Udemy course. All right. We have 2 Udemy courses on udemy.com. So go check me out over there. And here is how my soap look. All vegan. I know it looks like food, but it's not. This is the Yanni soap. It's currently sold out, but it will be up and running by this weekend. This is my 4th ebook, Breaking Barriers. All right, the revised version. All right, published, and I'm waiting for Amazon to get it out review so we could be able to move forward and have physical copies. And this is coming up. You definitely want to make sure that you hit that notification for this. Letting go of trauma, resentment, and karmic bonds, featuring Reiki and sound healing. I've had both of these practitioners separate on my channel, and each one of them made an impact. So I'm very excited to have them on my channel together. Tomorrow, actually, we're going to be having Mercury water. Is it tomorrow or today? No, I believe it's Sunday, 12/14/24, whatever it is. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be talking about breaking cycles, avoidance, and escapism, diving deeper. Very, very good topic. And if you're ready to transform your life, we will be having a vision board workshop for 2025. It will be also something here that I'm very excited. I love making vision board workshops. We be having so much fun, and so many people love it. So I'm very excited to actually do this vision board workshop, because so far each vision board that I have made with the collective has manifested even more. And here goes your hostess with the mostest. Let me go to the chat. Abundant risings, everybody. Abundant risings. How y'all feeling today? I love it. Healing, healing, healing. That's what we're doing. Definitely with this winter solstice coming up, I hope you guys are doing a little detox, at least drinking more water, right? Your vitamins. Some of us need to focus on working out, stretching our bodies. All right. So let's get to it here. All right. For my moderators, please just make sure that you hold it down. For my moderators, thank you. Okay. So when I was meditating on your reading, this rising, I was getting this energy of you guys at this time making the right decision when it comes down to doing something here that feels more creative. It has some type of creative flair. And even with the creative flair, it doesn't even mean that you have to be an artist. I'm getting this energy of you guys doing something here that is going to bring you some type of like emotional stability, right? So if that's working out, if that is like getting into writing, if that is like maybe like cultivating something here with your hands, maybe picking up a hobby. But I'm getting something here where you guys are going to be like really focusing on rich risings, of you guys really focusing on your creative flow. And like I said, this doesn't even have to be like actually like doing something here creative. This could be cooking. Some of you guys could be maybe getting more into the kitchen. Some of you guys could be thinking about like maybe creatively changing up your home, painting up your home, changing some furniture around. Okay. But I'm getting this energy here where this week it seems like a lot of you guys are going to be focusing on some type of creative endeavor that makes you feel really good. And however this is something here that you were possibly like indecisive about in some type of way, but I feel like you're now making that leap into doing something. Okay. So first it was just like a thought. Now you're like putting something into action. So that seems really good for the week. Okay. So let's get straight into it. I got my book here because you know how that shit goes. Just in case I might need to pull some reference from something here. Okay. Moderators, please do what you do. Thank you so much. Okay. This is going to be for Divine Feminine. All right. Divine Feminine. What's coming in here for you? Okay, nice. We have here 777 luck. Okay, wonderful. I love this number. All right, so luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. All right. The color green could be very significant. All right. Maybe some of you guys could be tapping into green. I have a green head wrap today. And I believe I have, green tank top. Wow. Interesting here. So the color green could be very significant, but I also feel like something here about your heart chakra as well, as that deals with that heart chakra energy. We also have 1010 faith underneath the deck. Wonderful energy here. I'm getting that energy of like, I know. All right. I know. So therefore I am. Give me a second, you guys, because this is kind of throwing me off. And while I'm at it, I love me some spray. Give me a second, you guys, real quick. Just get some tincture. Okay. Oh, wow. I'll show you. All right, Divine Feminine, let's get straight into it here. what is coming in for Divine Feminine for the week? Wow, we got this in Patreon the other day. Material and spiritual prosperity. Okay. I feel like before something here could be materialized, you have to be connected to your spirit. Right. And I feel like that's what's kind of coming into the material, is that a lot of you guys are coming into a sense of, once again, that I know, which I am, right? So if you know, then it is going to happen. And I feel like that spiritual connection is also connecting to your material connection this week. So it goes hand in hand, right? The polarities, and even like questioning what is reality, right? What is the dream realm? What is the physical realm? And being able to kind of manipulate both to work in your favor is very powerful. Even that in itself, I might like blow some of you guys' heads off, because like I just said something here that's going to, like, if you don't get it, you don't get it. But if you know, you know, right? What is reality and what is the dream realm? What is it? And that's where the spiritual part of prosperity comes into that material, because once you can vision it, once you can visualize what is it that you want, it's easy to bring it down from whatever parallel universe or whatever it is that you believe in, right? So it's not even about you guys trying to do all of this candle magic and this and that. It's simple as just visualizing it, right? And understanding the mind. But that's another day for another topic. Recognition and reward. Okay, so some of you guys could be getting recognized at your job. Maybe some of you guys are going to be recognized outside. Some of you guys are going to be getting rewarded. All right, for something here that you have been doing. And this is really good energy. We have here 3 and then we have here 6. So I'm looking for that 9, right? Because it's 3, 6, 9. I feel like something here has been taking steps for you guys to be able to get something here that you want. So just know this week you're definitely going to be recognized in some type of way, shape, or form, which looks very conducive. It's even if you don't get recognized from the people that you want, but you are being rewarded, right? And in both cards, you are by yourself. This person is by themselves. So it's definitely giving me this energy here where you guys are going to have to realize that it was you all along that could get you to this point. It was not trying to rely or depend on anybody else, right? It's about you taking that energy and moving forward with your own divine purpose for something here to work. Ashe. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, that was the teacher. Teacher just texted me. I'm very close to my daughter's teachers because, you know, I need to know what the fuck is going on. All right. Let's get straight into it here for you guys. I'm going to pick you one of these cards, and then I'm going to pick you another card here, okay? Okay, Divine Feminine. Okay, so this week it might be a lot of technical difficulties going on, Wi-Fi, like phone, right? Computers. There could be like a pending on certain things. So don't get so paranoid or of like things that seems like it's like pending. Just utilize this time to basically like do other things until things start to like be in alignment. Okay, so just letting you know there might be like some technical difficulties and like pending things as well. Okay. shooting star confirmation. Okay, so this reading is going to be a confirmation here for you. Okay, so yeah, definitely. Underneath the deck, we have here Fortress, Fortune Cookie. Okay, yeah, very interesting here. I already love the energy here. Definitely with the 777. Yes, Diamond. You already know. Fortune Cookie. Okay. All right. What's coming in here for Divine Feminine here for the week? Wow. Dry Desert. 31. Okay. Very interesting here. Underneath the deck, we have here Rescue. Very interesting here. I definitely get this energy here where some of you guys possibly have been like rescued from something here that seemed like it kind of dried out. I'm very interested in seeing why you guys are getting this. So let me just pick it up. 62. Says Dry Desert, dig deep for inspiration and truth. Now is the time to become resilient and adaptable. Okay. Is your life presenting you with opportunities that seem to yield nothing? Have your ideas dried up? Does it feel like you are on an endless journey through a dry, hot, lifeless desert? This card reminds you that there are times when you are meant to become resilient as your journey through harsher circumstances. You are being required to conserve your energy until, after consistent efforts, your reach of the oasis you are searching for. Consider the creators that live in these conditions. They have adapted to thrive in spite of the outer environment. In a desert, water essential for life can be found deep underground. Go deep within yourself. Find your truth there. Let spirit sustain you while you locate the real source. Whatever it is you are asking about will not be found in the conditions you are in until you move past the surface of things and choose to do the real work and discover the answers deep within you. This may not seem like the most productive time, but looks are deceiving. This is the most important place to find the truly right for you, which is very interesting. Right. So what stood out to me is like being able to like adapt to your circumstances, right? Like I just had this conversation with Cass, like, which is Aquame. I had a conversation with her yesterday. We were just talking about some really deep like occulted information. Can't really like tell so much about it, but what stood out to me is like a lot of us are, there's something here within you that you need to see that it's already there, right? And just like how I said, it's about really understanding who you are. What is the spiritual realm for you, right? So even if you're not in a sense of you becoming the best, like you're not in the best place, you kind of had to revert to doing something that you didn't want to do. It's not about like the physical, it's about more of your mental and emotional stamina, being able to adapt, but not adapt to kind of be complacent, but being able to adapt to understand and deeper within ourselves, right? Because like it said, the desert is dried on the surface, but if you look deep within, there's water, right? There's something here that's sustaining the desert as well. So I feel like it's very important for us to look and dig deeper into a certain situation or circumstance and look at everything from a more broader and deeper perspective, if that makes sense. Okay, so dry desert. Dig deeper here, Divine Feminine, for the week. Dig deeper within yourself. All right, and I mean that in the most spiritual way. Like let's dive deep. Let's dive deep. Let's stop looking at the surface of things and start looking beyond the surface of whatever it is that we want. Let's dig deeper. Okay, so dig deeper. Okay, dig deeper. All right, Divine Feminine, what is your lessons here for the week? What is your lesson here for the week? Magician. There we go. Infinite possibilities, infinity, right? The Magician card. You have everything that you need right now. It's not about what you don't have, but it's what you have now and making that work out for you. So like I said, a lot of you guys are going to make the right decision this week that has something to do with cultivating something here that brings the emotions within you, right? And why is it that the beginning of life was water, right? The life started in the water, started in the ocean. And it's so funny how like the cups is all about emotions, but it's also life as well, right? The everything started from the water, the fish, life. So I feel like something here is definitely something here that you can shift. It's giving shape shifting energy here with this Magician, but this being your lesson means that you cultivate something here. You make it happen. Just like you didn't make certain things happen within yourself, you also made things happen within yourself as well. It's only you. And when you think about it, you have to also understand as above, so below. Like the Magician has one hand in the air, one hand down, similar to like Baphomet, but that's a whole different topic. And the point of the as above, so below is that everything that we have up in the universe, we have it right here. It's just looked like it's like a holographic reality, which we are in. But once again, that's another topic. Right? So let's get straight into it here. Let's see what's going on. Very interesting. Thank you, Cass. Join the Patreon. The link is in the chat. We talk about some real shit. I just dropped some really important information yesterday from one of my favorite teachers, Brother Panic. Rest in power. All right. This has been really good for me. Divine Feminine. What is coming in here for you for the week? We have here rest. All right. So you guys could be going through a spiritual ascension this week. And with that being said, a lot of you guys are going to have to start resting more. All right. But with this rest, it also means like a part of you are also learning how to surrender for something here as well. Focus on your dreams, focus on the dream realm. All right. But rest. Okay. This will be a perfect time for you guys to change your sheets. Okay. You should, and make your bed feel more comfortable. Add some crystals, whatever it is, but your bed is going to be very significant this week. Okay. What's coming in here for you is peace. All right. What is it that you're leaving behind is magic. Very interesting. The best thing that's happening here, wow, surrender. I knew surrender was going to come out. I knew it. I felt it. I felt it in my spirit. That's the best thing that you're doing is surrendering. Your challenge is success. And your advice is death. You're going through a big change again, right? Yeah, space. And so you guys need the space to be able to go through that transformation. One of these days this week, I spoke about like the Bible in one of the Psalms that talked about like being able to like separate and being by the water, right? By the still water, so you could be able to replenish yourself, right? And be the most, I'm going to just paraphrase the Psalms, but what I got from it is being able to sit by the water and be by still water, right? You see how that water energy came back up and being able to be restored again. So some of you guys do need to do a cleanse. Some of you guys do need to restore your energy, more water. Definitely if you're going through some type of ascension symptoms, right? I put up on my Patreon some of the symptoms of ascension. Let me see if I can pull it up because I'll be dropping a lot of information here. So ascension symptoms. Okay. Fatigue and changes in sleep patterns, headache or pressure in the head, body aches or sensations, digestive changes, sensitivity to energy, intense emotions, mood swings, clarity or confusion, increased intuition, connect to nature, desire for solitude, existential questioning, kundalini awakening, chakra activation, synchronicities, meditation and grounding, hydration and nutrition, energy work, journaling, and community. So if you're feeling any of those things, you want to drink more water, you want to get more connected to your community, you want to be more grounded, you feel like your kundalini energy is rising up. So your spine, your back is hurting. It could be like the lower back that's starting to ache because your lower back is rising up. That kundalini energy is rising up. Libido, very stimulated, right? Right now, the libido is being very stimulated. So you guys might be very, but use that horniness, and we're all grown here. Use that horniness towards creating something, right? So as soon as you kind of get that stimulation, maybe it's time for you to like journal or do some yoga, or do something creative and see the outcome of it. Not all the time that you get your libido stimulated, you have to actually like have intercourse. That actually takes away from your 𝖎𝖓𝖋𝖔. It takes away from your 𝖕𝖓𝖋. So being able to use that energy in a more vibrational way, coming up with maybe a womb juice, right? Yesterday I made a raspberry blueberry juice, and that stimulated my libido, and I went straight into doing something here like stretching or creating something here, because that's what your body is changing. So this week your body is also changing the way that you eat. You might not want to eat so heavy. You might not want to eat that pasta. You might not want to eat so much bread. You might want to eat more greens. You might want to drink more water, teas. You might want to be focusing on your gut. I also feel like your physical, a lot of you guys, definitely if you have Aquarius placements, heavy Aquarius in the first 12th house, second house, first and second house, 12th house energy of Aquarius. A lot of you guys are going to be focusing on your physical looks. So when I tell you like cosmetics, facials, teeth, checking your eyes, maybe it's time for you guys to like see about, some of you guys might even want to get into plastic surgery, get your boobs done, or cupping your booty, doing something here where you're like basically enhancing your physical body. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Definitely if you're a little older, and if you want to like kind of tighten your skin, go ahead, do your thing, baby. Do it the natural way. And if you can't find no natural way, then get a really good person to snatch it all up. Okay. Listen, I ain't knocking nobody here. Okay. But that's what I'm getting here this week. A lot of you guys are going to be focusing more on you're going to be more aware of your body. And this awareness could be also negative because you're maybe a little sluggish, or you're like, man, I feel like there's a sense of like more in tuneness with yourself and your body, which makes you more in tune with and to be aware of your surroundings and what's going on. So enough chatting. Let's get straight into this reading. Okay, what is resting for Divine Feminine? It's rising, baby. What is rest for my lovely Divine Feminine for the week? Okay, we got Judgment. Okay. Something here is coming to you here. A lot of like, I feel like all of the things that you have been questioned about, like, because that's going to happen. That's part of like that spiritual ascension. A lot of you guys that has been like questioning certain things, I feel like you get the confirmation, you get the information that you need, but it comes when you're looking for it. So it's kind of giving me that seeking energy of like whatever it is that you're seeking, you get positive, negative, clarity, whatever it is. It looks like a lot of you guys are going to be getting some type of something here that just comes to you. You're just like, wow, it makes sense. What is this? What is making sense here for Divine Feminine? The Five of Wands. Okay. something here that used to make you feel conflicted, you're actually challenging it. You're challenging it now. Why is this? The sun, yeah. I get this energy here where something here was not conflicting. It just made you feel a little uncomfortable. So whatever has been kind of making you feel uncomfortable now, I feel like you have a new appreciation from it, right? Because if it doesn't bring no type of fear, that means that you have been complacent. So now that something here feels a little bit off and you're more aware of something here than it was before, that means that your spirit wants you to grow from it. Your spirit wants you to uplift and vibrate from a higher perspective of something here, right? Because before you could get something material, you must feel it in the spiritual realm. So something here that used to be conflicting, it's kind of like you realize that something here is not even true, right? It's not even true. And if you look at my Basquiat shirt, right? I don't know if you guys can see it, but it says the pillar of salt, which is very interesting here because one time I was dating this guy. He was very, like, he came from like a very Christian home. And one of the things that we had made a vow to was we would never look back. And so the pillar of salt is very interesting here because it's kind of like if you turn back, you turn to a pillar of salt, right? You can look it up. It's a biblical thing, but I definitely get this energy here. It's like now that you know what you know, if you look back, you will turn into a pillar of salt, right? And I mean that in a most spiritual way because salt could be good, but then like salt can also be misused, right? People say, "Oh, you're salty," and it's like, well, why are you salty here, right? So that's another conversation, but I definitely get this energy here of you seeing something and it making sense. It makes sense now. The conflictions is not even conflicting because you're starting to question or sense a sense of uncomfortableness of a situation and uncertainty, and you're like, listen, I'm ready to change the way I see this. I'm ready to kind of challenge that perspective more than being fearful of it, right? And 9 times out of 10, a lot of the things that you think is real is not. It's not. So what is this peace? What is the peace here for you? You're very peaceful this week. You're coming into peace even if things around you is chaotic. And that right there makes it alters your reality in itself. What is the peace here? The 6 of Pentacles. A lot of you guys are making peace with something here that either was done or it wasn't done. What people gave to you, what they didn't give to you. And the craziest thing is that something here that Alba said here, shout outs to Alba. She came onto the channel yesterday and she did her thing. One of the things she told me before she got off my channel was like, Paris, you're going to impact people, even the people that don't give you that recognition, like people that aren't giving you your flowers. Just know that you have changed them too. And a lot of us had to make peace with the intentions behind doing what you're doing was a little bit impure. It was not righteous. But when you do something here, knowing that something here comes with unconditional love, and you are unconditional love and your love itself, then everything that you do comes with the right intentions. The integrity hits different because you understand the importance of time. So where am I going with this? What I mean is that the peace, making peace with the 6 of Pentacles, right? 6 of Pentacles is like what you give and what you get to me. It's like I'm giving you something here. And sometimes people use that 6 of Pentacles in a more very unrighteous way because they want something in return. Like, I'm going to give you this because I want you to do something here for me. But when you actually come to that realization that I'm making peace with the fact that even if you don't give me something here, I'm doing it because my intentions is pure. Because I'm moving with righteousness, because I know that whatever it is that I want to do is doing it from the direction of intentions and integrity. Okay, so hit 77 in the chat if there's something here that you definitely feel right now with this peace. Like, you're just making peace with the things that people gave you, with the peace that what people didn't give you. And think about it like this, right? It's like you have that skeleton key to open up all the doors. And the doors that was not opening up to you was not the key for your desires, for what your ancestors wanted you to do. The conflictions that you had of uncertainty was only for you to understand that it was for you to rise above it. it's always one person in our lives that's going to change our life. That's a soulmate, that's a twin flame. People get so wrapped up on the names, but it's really the actual like lesson in itself. And that's what makes us stagnant, because we get attached to the name, or we get attached to the material, but not seeing it from a spiritual perspective, right? So like people get attached to, oh, that person is my twin flame. So you take that experience in a more toxic way than actually seeing it from a spiritual way. That one thing that brought you together was what? The change. It brought the positive, it brought a familiar spirit to you, and it brought this Uranus energy, right? The Uranus to me is like, you start to look at things differently. Like, oh shit, like I wasn't thinking about that before I met this person. So you get attached and stuck to that one person. But a lot of you guys need to make peace with the fact that somebody here or people was just unexpected visitors. And those unexpected visitors was there to visit. It wasn't there to stay. It's the Six of Pentacles. It's the Six of Pentacles. Just like you were the unexpected, just like the person here that came to you was unexpected visitor, just because they didn't say to you that you was an unexpected visitor and that you was this as important, doesn't mean that you wasn't important. Now everybody's on a different time. Your time is different from my time. I wake up different than when you wake up. My experience growing up is different from your experiences. And a lot of us is moving in with that wrong intentions and trying to make other people's experiences our experiences. And it's not like that. The timing is just like you going into a store. Everybody's in that store, right? Everybody's in there, but everybody leaves at different times. That is how you got to look at these experiences, is that I came in at the right time, but it doesn't mean that we're going to leave together. Do you get that? Just because we meet at this store doesn't mean that we're going to leave together. So stop trying to control and hold on to things that wasn't supposed to be held on to. It was meant for it to leave. It was meant for you to learn the lesson. And a lot of you guys are coming into peace with that this week. You come in peace with that. What is the Six of Pentacles here in the peace? The Nine of Wands. Yeah. When I look at the Nine of Wands now, right, I think about the nine as like you have done everything that you can. And it's also like a Sagittarius card. Some would say Leo. But it gives me this energy here, right, that a lot of us had to also like, only us could tame the beast within us, right? Only you can tame the beast. The nine is all about independence, doing something here alone. And the wands is about action, but also understanding when you could be able to surrender to something here that just didn't work, and surrender to the fact that maybe I need to make peace with something here that I have exhausted all of my energy into, and it's time for me to now reserve my energy within myself. The magic is done. And that's the reason why Spirit says that this is something here that you're leaving behind. What is this magic here? What is the magic that is done? Really? We have here the Prince of Wands. We have here the Five of Cups. I'm shaking. This is crazy. We have here the Six of Cups. I mean, the Hangman. So you guys were holding on. I feel like the magic within itself, if you look at it on two perspectives, right? Because we could look on two sides of the coin. You could look at it in heads, you could look at it in tails, right? And so on the flip side here, the negative part of this was that a lot of you guys kind of held this type of emotional instability within yourself that had you kind of reserving your energy, right? And so when I think about the Hangman, I think of this is the time of Christ consciousness. This is the time of needing to kind of look at something here from a different point of view. And the Five of Cups is about looking at only what you have seen right now, but there's two things behind you. So it's kind of like you need to look at something here from a broader view. Even with the Prince of Wands, right? If you look at the Prince of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy, right? Leo or Aries, whoever this is, this could have been a person that was an unexpected visitor for you. The Wands is like that card, definitely a Prince of Wands. It's I get like teenager energy with this, right? Even though it might be like a older person, but it still had like a teenager type of vibe where you have a sense of direction, but you're also like you have a lot of options. So some people are not on your maturity level, while you are expecting somebody or people to be on your maturity level, and they're possibly not going to be there in this time, because your time, by the time they get to your time, you're already on another time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't wait for them to catch up. You're just on a different frequency. That's the magic. The magic is that you had to realize that whatever it is that you kind of had to wrap up, the time was up. If that was a person, if that was making a bad impulsive decision that brought you into some type of depression, anxiety, etc., whatever that was supposed to happen. That's the magic. That's the magic. What's the surrender here? What is the surrender? And why is this the best thing that's happening? We have here the Five of Pentacles. I love it. And then we have here the Queen of Wands. I love it. Whew. Wow. Surrender to the Five of Pentacles. And then we have here the Queen of Wands here. So let's talk about it. A lot of you guys were very like, a lot of you guys also on a physical level and on a confidence level lacked something. You kind of thought that maybe the way that you looked was a problem, or maybe because where you come from, or something about yourself that you had to surrender, right? Because the Queen of Wands is about confidence. She's about how she looks. She's about the things that she do. And so a lot of you guys possibly had to realize that maybe there was like a confidence thing as well. Either if that was through somebody here hurting you, if that was kind of like from other people scorning you, this could have been something here that you've experienced when you was growing up. But it's like you coming into terms with the fact that this is just who I am, and I'm growing each and every day, and being able to surrender maybe those parts of you that has been like broken, if that was like maybe wanting a certain size, or you didn't feel pretty enough, or you didn't feel like you was this. It's like you're surrendering to whatever this low confidence person that you used to be, and you're rising above that. I feel like also something here is not true. Maybe it was a low value. That was the low value you. That was like the I didn't know who I was you. That was I was in my scarcity. The things that didn't happen for me, the things that didn't go well for me. You was living in that reality, and scientists would tell you we're living in multiple dimensions and different realities right now. So who you are within the time that you got up, you could be a total different person by the end of the night. And that's a fact. So it's kind of like realizing here that I'm not going to say you created your reality, but in a sense you got caught up in a memory. You got caught up in a memory that became your reality. Okay, now talking about that, and I could back it up in what I'm saying, and I have spoken about this on the other day, that studies of biochemics reveals that the brain is incapable of distinguishing the difference between reality and a memory. So if your reality becomes just a memory of something here, you just keep on going through that memory subconsciously each and every day, then that becomes your reality. So you have to imagine. You have to imagine something more. You have to imagine something on a higher frequency. You have to imagine you in a place that you possibly have never been before. But once you start to visualize it, then it will happen. But if you keep on thinking about the same things and the same situations and the same people that hurt you, and I don't have a fat ass, or I don't have this and I don't have that, the more that you are going to attract in your life, we are going to be attracting what we want. We're going to be attracting what we desire. I also want to read you this. I wrote this last night. Perception stimulates reaction. Reaction reinforces perception. Your consciousness is so powerful that it not only determines the emotional quality of your life, it evokes significant psychological responses and physical responses. So I mean that in a way of not only is your perception, your thought process, it connects and determines the quality of life that you have, but it also affects how you physically look, right? So like if you look at people before and after, they have an ascension. Your body changes. Your face usually gets more slim. Your eyes look more bright. Your skin looks better. If you look at yourself when you was depressed, right? Your skin is dark. And I mean in dark skin, I'm meaning like you got blotches. You probably have a lot of dead skin on your face. You just look totally different. That's why if you look at the Five of Pentacles, you never, like, the people look very, like, no offense, dusty. They look dusty, and I feel like that becomes their reality because of that's the energy that they was invoking. I hope this makes sense. I know sometimes the science part of me starts coming out, but I'll read you guys' comments. I'm kind of like channeling right now, so I can't look at the comments. It's going to throw me off. What's success here for you? And why is this a challenge? We have here the Tower. We have here a guaranteed, and then we have here the Prince of Cups. Some of you guys are questioning if your success is true. It's kind of like a lot of you guys also, and just hear me out. Some of you guys got caught up in like something here that was very successful in the past. And a lot of you guys got comfortable with that. You got complacent in whatever that was successful before. And so now that something here, you're realizing that has been changing within you. Something here that seemed like it was very comfortable. It was a guaranteed. There was something here that you possibly had went through that kind of shocking you. And so a lot of you guys are not sure if you're going in the right direction. You're not sure if you chose the right job. You're not sure if I'm doing something right, because it's something here that feels uncomfortable. And so Spirit is also saying with the Death card, your advice is that you are going through a big change. If that's something here that you were sure about, you're not sure about anymore. The things that you once thought is not what you are thinking now. So it's your challenge has a lot to do with if I'm doing the right thing. Am I going in the right direction? And did I choose the right occupation? Am I investing in something here? And what's happening is that you're going through a big metamorphosis. You have to give yourself time to really be able to clear and see what is it that you need to do. So what is this change? So you guys are you're being a shapeshifter, and the one thing that used to shape you isn't shaping you anymore. So you're going into a new shape. And so it's kind of like a lot of you guys are going through a big change, and your spirit says they're confirming that, yes, you are going through a big change. And they want you to dig deeper like it spoke about. What is this change, and What is it that you want your lovely divine feminines to dig deeper in your decisions, your actions, the things that you invest in? Some of you guys are being divinely guided to also focus on your name, your image this week. What is it that your legacy is going to be on? How are you going to basically take it to the next level with your career and taking it to the next level when it comes down to who you are, your name, your destiny, your work? Some of you guys, right, we have here the Seven of Cups, and so interestingly, the Seven of Cups, wow, it's so crazy that the Seven of Cups came up. I had written something down about the Seven of Cups today. Interesting. Give me a second. I want to make sure that I come up. So you're coming up as the Seven of Cups and then the Eight of Pentacles, right? And so with this, a lot of you guys also had to learn that not every opportunity is a good opportunity here. Definitely when it comes down to your job, your work. Some of you guys needed to also understand what the Seven of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles, that what you was envisioning also means that a lot of you guys kind of got stuck in wishful thinking. Okay. And like just being able to see that it's time for you to open up your horizons. With the Three of Swords also speaks about going through a learning lesson that had a lot to do with your structure within your thought process. That's a Libra card. And Libras is air, and air is all about thought, right? So where was your intentions when it came down to certain things? And did you make illusions in certain situations? And was it unrealistic? Was it deceptive? What was the intentions behind whatever it is that you were doing prior to the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles? So a lot of you guys are, your spirit is asking for you to dig deeper when it comes down. What is your intentions behind whatever it is that you're doing? Is it an illusion or is it a fantasy? Is it unrealistic or is it deceptive? All right, you have to discern what is real and what is not. And it encourages you to explore your dreams, but warns you against staying stuck in wishful thinking. So a lot of you guys also had to realize, okay, and now whatever it is that I'm manifesting, is it true? Is it something here that's working? Is it something here that comes with right intentions? Is it righteous? Or is it something here that is also deceptive in some type of way, shape, or form? Your spirit sees it all. And you can't call yourself a divine feminine and be doing something here that's unrighteous within yourself. And sometimes we have to be checked, right? And that's the reason why we are being checked right now. Like, am I doing something here for the right intentions? Because if you say you're a certain name, then you got to live by that name. Hence is what Spirit's saying. Whatever it is that you're deciding to do, are you really living righteous in that name? Are you really living righteous? Do you know that you have made the right decisions? And so a lot of you guys had to surrender a part of you that also came from a place of what's the word? When I think about the Five of Pentacles, I think about like escapism, but I also get this energy of also coming out of some type of survival mode. And the survival mode also brought up a lot of things as far as like how you look, where you come from, the things that have happened to you in the past, the things that didn't happen, and really living in that experience, when in actuality, Spirit's asking for you to kind of like question that, right? Because if you didn't go through what you went through, then you wouldn't have chosen the things that you have chosen. And if you're living with the right intentions and you're living in righteousness, then you know that whatever it is that you have been doing was the right intentions and you're moving in the right direction. So Spirit is asking for you to dig deeper and what is it that you're doing right now, and seeing if you have invested in the right things or have you invested in more of deception and illusion, and coming into some type of conclusion if I need to maybe rearrange something here, add to it, or maybe find new purpose in whatever it is that I'm doing right now. So yes, you're going through a big transformation. Yes, you are going through certain things right now, but it also comes with a sight of understanding and coming into that surrender within yourself. Okay. We're about to wrap it up because we're going to go to Patreon. After I do Divine Masculine, I'm going to go to Patreon and we're going to have a second session of this amazing reading. But I trust that the YouTube portion was good enough for you guys also. Okay, so let's keep it going. We have here teeth. Interesting. Okay. Your teeth or someone's teeth. All right. That's also Capricorn energy. So Capricorn season could be very significant. That's your clue card. What's your advice? Seven of Wands, the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, the Fool. Wow. So you're stepping into a portal. All right. You're in the portal now. All right. You're like incubating right now. Like literally, you go through incubation. Right? You go into an incubation time. And so what this energy is that Spirit is asking for you to also understand your worth, even if you have questioned it before, and understand that this is a process that your spirit guides is asking for you to have more patience with yourself. But a lot of you guys are in incubation time right now. So you guys need to focus more on your physical health. So gym, working out, stretching, putting more into your aesthetics as well. What's the Seven of Wands here? And the Empress, the High Priestess, the Star, and then we have here the Devil. Yeah, definitely on your aesthetics here. This week, do something here nice for yourself, okay? And if you can't afford to do something here nice for yourself, then do a home remedy, all right? Or, concoct something here that is going to help you. If that's soaking your feet, if that's, exfoliating your skin, that would be really good. But I feel like there's a sense of you, like your spirit guides have been blocking something for you to understand your worth. And also like understand if other things might seem like I feel like there's a lot of illusions, and a lot of you guys have to see and discern what is true and what's not true, and what is other people's realities and what's your reality, and also know the difference between your destiny and their destiny here. And so a lot of you guys also are taking back your power, and that has a lot to do with how you physically look as well. So a lot of rest, a lot of stretching, a lot of like water, a lot of you guys eating better will be very highly recommended for you this week, okay? Some of you guys need to focus on your gut health as well this week. So maybe like focusing on your mid area would be really good at this time. What's the Nine of Pentacles here in the Fool? Okay, the Page of Wands. Also, remember this. If there's anything that you learned from me today, I want you to understand that you are somebody here that you are the unexpected visitor in a lot of people's lives. And like have a sense of like thankfulness that the fact that you have been the voice of reason, even when people haven't given you your flowers, that you have kind of became and molded into this person that it's like you're like fairy dust. It's like you come in a room, you drop a little fairy dust on people here and you leave, or you're forced out. And I feel like a lot of you guys need to let go of and go into a new direction of understanding the importance of not being attached to the reality of something here that you want, and be okay with the present moment and stop living in the future in a sense of wanting to control or not having the right intentions on what is it that you're looking for. Be confident in the fact that when people meet you, you leave something behind that makes people change, or they know who you are, that you bring some type of essence to whoever you come across, and be okay with that. Set yourself free from something here that you have no control over, and it has been an illusion in your mind, and you wanted to have this ending of a result. You need to know what's happening, but Spirit says you're going to find out once you just let go. You will find out when you let go, when you release your own control and your own intentions and go with the divine intention and go with what divine wants you to go towards. Just live day by day, doing the best that you can and be the best person that you could be that day. That's all you have to do. Impact as much people's lives. Put as much as you can out. And live day by day knowing that you are doing something here and you're changing your life, and stop trying to control how other people are going to see you or how other people are going to be able to perceive you. All right? Yeah, Queen of Swords. You know what you know. I am that I am. And as it should be. If I know who I am, then everything else is going to follow. I am that I am. Yep. You have here the 12th house. Introspection. Wonderful. 12th house energy. And then we have here Mercury messages here. So let's do a little dabbling in the 12th house. The 12th house. Introspect. The situation is complex, so learn what's going on behind the scenes before you act. Look for private motives, hidden enemies, and surprise angels. Take time alone to develop an idea or lesson within. The 12th house speaks of both who you are when nobody's looking, and the fact that your fate is inextricably linked to every other sentient being. Work with the metaphor. We are all cells in the body of the divine. It's essential that you take care of yourself, your individual self, and honor who you are. But when all must acknowledge that work within an organism, your family, your culture, which operates within the body of all creation, if you just take care of yourself and disregard the rest, you become a character that brings illness to the great body. If you deny your individuality, you can't do what you were born to do. Both realities are clear and true. You do exist independently, and you are a part of the collective. Just a perspective shift. It's impractical to get lost in oneness rather than the spiritual bliss of over-identification with your group and neglect your individual health. But it can be spiritually painful to feel stuck in your isolated single-cell mindset. Spiritual practice can help you find a healthy midpoint between a disconnect, lonely state, and state of connection. Your challenge: it can be hard to find a healthy place between feeling subsumed by a group and dwelling in the stunned isolation. The 12th house asks you to face your fears, your gift. In quiet moments of prayer, meditation, and creative bliss, feel the deep connections to the source and know you are not alone. Hi, Alva. We're about to wrap it up. That's crazy. So both is very important, right? To know the balance of like, yes, we need our individuality. Yes, we need to be alone, but also understand when you're stepping into that creation and being able to come out and be the voice of reason, come out to be the coming out of hermit mode, right? So being able to kind of set the intentions and lead by example, but also understand the importance of like boundaries and balance and also letting people in, right? So it's all in one and one is all. That's why they say you're just one cell to a full body. One cell to a full body. And the body has multiple cells. It has thousands and billions and trillions of cells. So we make one body, but also understand that one cell within yourself. So if you guys like this, please hit 777 in the comments down below. Share with a friend, and I'll speak to you guys later. Peace and love. Thank you so much.